shots real quick while they're setting out the audio, that's fine.
What do you want us to do?
Next,
Control
you
it
can
right
turn
there
out
on
the-
here.
yeah. Okay.
And up top?
Okay. Center.
She, Grant refused, said that would be illegal. She urged him to hire a hacker to hack into the United Airlines.
Back in July 1994, I was on tour with my band, I'm a musician myself, in Seattle. It was there that I encountered a lot of Kurt Cobain's friends, and they thought, they were voicing concerns about the way Kurt died. Some suggested foul play. At first I thought this was just some outrageous half-baked celebrity conspiracy theory. A few months later, however, I had heard that Courtney Love's own private investigator, Tom Grant, accused Courtney of murder. That's when my journalistic instinct took over.
I don't know where the hell he is. I mean, he can't be in Seattle. He has 2 plane tickets.
I guess the first key revelation in our book, we obtained the hotel records from the Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills, where Courtney was staying at the time that Kurt was in this LA rehab. And we have a series of messages that were left for her. Nobody's ever seen this before, except probably Courtney. We have a message that Kurt actually left her at 8:47 p.m. that night, about an hour and a half after he left rehab, in which the message he left was, husband called, Elizabeth number is, and there's a phone number that we've partially blacked out, thank you. So Kurt actually told her where he had gone. We know that Kurt was in Seattle, was at his house on April 2nd, the morning of April 2nd. And Courtney called the house several times that day, speaking to the nanny. Kurt supposedly left shortly afterwards in a taxi. The next day, April 3rd, Courtney called a Beverly Hills private investigator, Tom Grant, who you'll hear from later, and said that she wanted his help in finding her husband. Her husband had fled from this LA drug rehab center. This is April 3rd, 2 days after he left the rehab. When she hired him to find her husband, she never mentioned that he had left her this message, and she never mentioned that he'd actually been seen at the Seattle estate on the morning of the 2nd. She made it seem as if she had no idea where he went. She didn't even know if he was in Seattle, and could have been anywhere.
I think someone went through his notebooks, found passages that could plausibly be cobbled together into a suicide, and traced them.
You think they were traced?
Yeah. Or forged or something like that.
Well,
Are you taping this call?
I tape all my calls.
Oh, shit. Tom?
Do you want me to turn it off?
Yeah, I mean,
That's the last time Rosemary Carroll ever spoke to Tom Grant, needless to say. That was in October 1994, after Grant had already been on the case for, I guess, 6 months, and had been meeting with Rosemary, who'd been sharing her own suspicions and giving him a lot of the evidence that he eventually used to piece together his own theory.
These clips of Leland Cobain are very important.
I think somebody murdered him.
Why?
Well, he turned down a $9 million offer for the Lollapalooza deal, and I honestly think Courtney had something to do with it. She must have had.
So you don't think Courtney actually did it herself?
Oh, no. I don't think she actually done it. But I think she had it done. Why did they cremate his body so goddamn quick? You know, when they had that memorial, he'd already been cremated. When I found out that that shotgun was laying on his chest, because they'll never make me believe that you can take a shotgun and put it on your chest that way and then put it in your mouth and then pull the trigger. Because once you do that, you can't hold that gun. I mean, to pull a trigger. There, that the toxicology test, they said that he was so loaded with heroin that he couldn't even have picked that shotgun up.
Leland Cobain urges the case to be reopened. He feels that it's owed to Kurt's daughter, Frances Bean, to get a proper explanation to how her father died. Again, we're not here accusing Courtney Love of murder. I do urge Courtney, however, to step up and explain her suspicious role in the mysterious circumstances surrounding Kurt Cobain's death.
Yeah, it's very important to state that we've spent 8 years looking for the smoking gun, and we just haven't been able to find it. Nothing on those tapes proves that Courtney killed Kurt. And, you know, we've searched